When you're thinking about your leash handling, you're really keeping track of two things: tension or slack. If there's tension in your leash, that becomes a cue for you to do some sort of intervention. If your dog is walking with slack, that is an opportunity to reinforce your dog. But I want you to think about how much access you give your dog to leash as based on the situation and what they're capable of. In general, you're going to move closer to your dog and your dog is going to have less leash, so you're going to move down the leash to a very short point. If you need to manipulate them, move them quickly, but we're really trying to err towards the side of slack in the leash. So there's really 4 positions that we could consider for leash handling. I'm going to be picking right side or left side, and that's the side I'm primarily going to do leash training. My leash hand, the hand that's going to handle this loop, is my right hand if my dog is going to walk on the left side, and it's my left hand if my dog is going to walk on the right side. So I'm going to walk this dog on the left. I have a few options. I can put my loop over my hand, I can put my loop over my thumb, or I can put these 4 fingers through my leash, curl them, right? So I'm creating my first hold. And then what I'm going to do is pick up slack, fold it, and grab it. So I'm going to be connected around my wrist, around my hand, and then I'm also going to be holding leash. And so leather leashes are particularly great because you can use a thin leather leash with a pretty big, strong dog. And so when you fold that leash, it fits in your palm and you can easily hold the whole thing. This is nice because if you feel like you're losing control, maybe you're slipping, even if you drop your slack, you're still connected. So I've got my leash loop over my wrist. If I hold the very end, my dog can be absolutely as far away from me as they want to be. This is fine if you are in the middle of nowhere. This is fine if you've kind of vetted the area and your dog needs more leash to feel comfortable going to the bathroom. This is also how much leash you want to give your dog if your dog is actually meeting a dog, because what you'll do is you'll actually stay close while that's happening to keep the leash loose. Tension on the leash can signal trouble to dogs, which is why we are teaching them about it. So my next position, if I'm not giving my dog full leash, is I'm going to take about 1/3, fold it, and grab it. If I'm walking with my dog, this hand, that's my leash loop hand, is rooted at my core. And this gives me my whole body to work with instead of just trying to use my arm or my shoulder. So if my dog is going to get about 2/3 leash because that's appropriate for the circumstance, I've got 1/3, they've got 2/3. I might move in to half, fold, grab, bring it to me, and now my dog still has leash, right? It still can be slack, but I'm closer to them. This also depends on the height of your dog. So if you have a very short dog, it's going to require more leash just to get from your arm to them. And if you have a taller dog, right, so it's relative. If I need to move quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this extra hand and I'm going to grab low. So now my dog really only has, that's about 5 inches of leash. But what we're going to do, come on kitty, let's go. Yay, good girl. So I go short, right? I'm going to go short. We're going to move, but then as soon as I get there, I'm going to let go and she gets slack back. So I don't want to strong arm or tight leash my dog for very long. I always want to give in to pressure as soon as we've reached our destination. So if I'm crossing the street or I'm getting out of a situation, I'll give my dog leash back as soon as it makes sense. If you have a dog who, when you put this kind of pressure on them, right, if I start to pull on my dog and instead of coming with me, they start to lean backward or pancake, I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to have food in my leash hand. I'm going to go low with my extra hand. I'm gonna put this food right at my dog's nose, and I'm gonna pull, yes, and as we lure. And I'll do that for maybe a step, and then I'll feed. For dogs who plant or pancake, we need to reintroduce the concept of pressure being meaningful without protest. And so I tend to be very fun and happy when I'm doing this, like, yay, come on, let's go. So I'm kind of cajoling or cheerleading as it's happening. And what we're looking to do is normalize that pressure. So when it shows up, because I do have to cross the street quickly, my dog knows what to do and they don't see it a sign as something is wrong.